let's try LaVieVert. Oh, hello. Oh, that's quite bright. Yeah, that's definitely got more beams than the Aldi lamp. Yeah, awesome. Magnets on it, clip, power button, and the usefulness of it, the size and portability of it, the hardware. I mean, it's rugged. Yeah, this thing will take a bit of a beating. The black and the orange sort of makes it look and feel a bit Black and Decker, so to speak. But yeah, this isn't bad. This certainly isn't bad. The build quality is good. There's some decent electronics in there. It's not one of these El Cheapo sort of Chinese knockoff. This has been professionally designed, carefully put together, and you know, it's got charge management circuitry for the batteries to charge them. It's got drive output management circuitry for the DC to DC converter. So yeah, very good, useful, very useful indeed. Bong! Okay, if any of you are interested in buying this, there will be a discount coupon in the comments below. This is a LaVieVert camping lantern. Ta-da! There it is. It's a LED rechargeable camping lantern from LaVieVert. Thank you very much for sending this to me. I'm quite privileged to have it on the channel to give it a bit of a review. Now, as always with Dubious engineering, reviews are slightly unorthodox. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pulling this apart. But just before we pull it apart, let's just have a quick look. So it's an LED rechargeable camping lantern with a built-in charge station, low, medium, high, strobe and SOS technology. So yeah, it's got a picture of a bicycle, a little boat. I wouldn't consider this waterproof, maybe water resistant. First aid pack, yeah, I'm not sure why. Camping, or maybe because you can keep it in your first aid pack. Camping and mountain climbing. Apparently it's got magnets on it. It can be used to charge a tablet, a smartphone, an MP3 stash, a GPS, PSP, or maybe even a PS Vita. I hacked my PS Vita recently. I tell you what, that's a video worthwhile at some point. Or maybe even a camera. It's got little built-in magnets on it so you can clamp it onto stuff. And you know, basically it's press and hold. How to use: press once, the LED indicator will be on. Press for 1.5 seconds, the camping light will come on. You can shift the light mode from one to another by pressing the button. Long press turns everything back on and off. Okay, so let's just pop in, let's see what we've got. Nice little box. Ooh, box with a cable. And some instructions. Rechargeable camping lantern instructions. User manual. Emmanuel, I remember that movie. Emmanuel, in comments below, please. Yeah, okay. So the product description: LED lifespan 50,000 hours. That's quite a long time. Capacity 5,200 milliamp hours. So that must be the battery inside it. I'm interested to see. It's obviously lithium-ion cells in there. I'm interested to see what kind of lithium-ion cells are in there. And then the input is 5 volts at 2 amps, and the output is 5 volts at 2 amps. And the dimensions are 80 by 60. Well, I will say this, it's quite a cool little lamp. So yeah, you've got a standard sort of micro USB style charge cable here. Let's just get some of this out of the way, don't really need that. I did pop it out of the box and charge it up, but I've kept it in the box just to sort of show you what it looks like. Let's just zoom you in a little bit so you can see what's going on. I'm gonna have to get the wee big Clive spudger out. Right, screwdriver. There we go, look at that. Okay, cool. So ultimately then, there's a PCB. There we are in the right place. PCB, bunch of LEDs on it, and a little diffuser that you can clip on. You've got, let's just sort of half put it back together so it sort of looks like it should. There's an input on it here with a micro USB port, so you use that for charging, obviously. There's 4 LEDs on the top of it here which tell you what the capacity is like, and a little bit of luck you can see those 4 LEDs on there. If I get it in the right, there we go. We've got a handle on the top of it, which is sort of nice, you know. It's got a little clippy thing on it. It's got an on button, and there's the output, which is a standard 5-volt USB. So if you've got like one of the old Samsung phones or something along, yeah, magnet's working. If you've got an old Samsung phone or something like that that uses the micro USB, this is really quite useful in the sense that you can just, you know, an Android phone, you can plug it in there, charge up your Android phone, and then, you know, when you've got an opportunity, you can use exactly the same cable, plug it in there, and charge up the light. So, cool. Right, well, let's turn it on. Press and hold. Bonk. Okay, so that's light level 1, and that another light level, so it just went a little bit dimmer, like me, a dimmer. And then that's a super bright. I'll just pop the lid off. Oh, that's the little, that's strobe, and then that's SOS obviously there. So I'll just turn that off. Yes, it's magnetic across here, so you can stick it across something like your tent pole, or you can use the little hook here to attach it to a guy rope, or, you know, some kind of rope inside your tent. Anyway, come on, I know you're all really interested to find out what is inside. I'm sure I'm invalidating the warranty. Warranty, goodbye. So, screwdriver job, and let's just, oh, I could probably do with a little bucket to put screws in. Oh, look at that. There you go, little lid. So basically then there's a heatsink here, and we've got a bunch of LEDs all connected, and I would guess what looks like in parallel, because there's only 2 connections here, and I'm looking at, yeah, that's pretty much parallel, yeah. So that's all of those LEDs in parallel there. So there'll be some kind of a circuit in here to regulate the amount of current and a voltage that we're applying to those LEDs. Let's just pop these screws out and find out really what's the meaty, juicy bits underneath here. Is this light any good? I will say I've used it for a few days, and yeah, so far I've only charged it the once. I've used it lightly for a few days, and I will say, whoops, it's actually been pretty good. So what have we, oh, look at that! 2 great big fat hairy 18650 cells, glued down, yeah, glued down with foam double-sided sticky glue, double-sided sticky back plastic. So that's the, whoops, that's the battery. That's nice, it's got a little connector on it. Shame the LED doesn't have a connector on it, but that's just been ease of use. And yeah, I reckon if we pop these 4 screws out, we might as well go the whole hog at this point, haven't we? We pop these 4 screws out, we can see what's on the PCB. I will say right now, the PCB doesn't look particularly complicated from this side. Yeah, the connectors, the USB connectors, are just your typical standard sort of surface mount USB connectors. Right, let's just see if we can gain access to that. Oh, I give that a very gentle squeeze. Ooh, there we go. So we've got a power button here. Oops, yeah, drop that. So those are the 4 LEDs there then, and then there's 4 little holes. So almost light pipe-esque sort of holes there. So if we press, yeah, there's no battery connected. Let's just reconnect the battery. So reconnect the battery, and boom, there we go. We get all of those LEDs lighting up at the front there, and then we can cycle through. Bump. That's turning it off if I press and hold. So, but that's fine. Yeah, okay. So let's have a quick look at the circuitry in here. There's actually quite a good bit of microelectronics on here. There's that looks like a little QFP style ball grid array chip here. There's quite a few little chips and transistors kicking around. I will say this actually looks, and then there's obviously there's a coil here, and that coil will be part of the charge pump circuit to up the voltage so that you can output some charge via the 5-volt USB socket. All in all, the circuitry, without getting into too much detail, the circuitry actually looks pretty good. I'm reasonably impressed with that. So, well, without further ado, let's go ahead and give this a test out in the garden. It's dark outside. Let's go and see how this performs compared to some other lamps and lanterns. Okay, so here we are outside with the LaVieVert camping lamp. I also have here an Aldi lamp, so yeah, there you go. You can sort of see me with this, can't you? Ding, 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 ding. Does it light anything else up? Well, probably not. It's sort of dusky at the moment. So let's try LaVieVert. Oh, hello. Oh, that's quite bright. Yeah, that's definitely got more beams than the Aldi lamp. So yeah, quite pleased with that. And also it gives you the ability to be able to dial it right back as well. So not bad at all. And especially with the magnets and the hook on it, very useful. So, in summary, yeah, actually pretty good. Quite useful. The magnets are very useful. The fact that it's got a sprung-loaded, foldable, retractable clip on the top of it, numerous different levels of output power. I would say probably lasts for anything from sort of 5 hours to 20 hours, depending on what kind of ooh, I've just got, that's quite funny. That says, that's a little sticker, I didn't even notice that. It's a little sticker that says LaVieVert on it, which means the green life. And what is really interesting is, yeah, I think, guys, I think if you were to stick that there instead of on the black, that would sort of, that would do it, wouldn't it? I didn't even notice it. Anything else stuck on here? Right, anyway. Alright, cheers. Thanks always for watching. And please feel free to go ahead and stick some thumbs up and put some comments in below. Okay, if any of you are interested in buying this, there will be a discount coupon in the comments below.